Well, welcome to Prague. It's day one of EuroBasket Women 2017, and we start with a group phase game, Group D, and Belgium making their first appearance for 10 years in this championships, face Montenegro. Both teams desperate to get off to that winning start. There's a fair number of Belgian fans that have made the trip here to Prague. A lot of local children picking Montenegro for their favorite for this afternoon's game. And we've got a real packed day on day one. The action starts with this Belgium-Montenegro game at 12:30. Latvia and Russia have the second game in Group D. Serbia, Greece, and Slovenia, France later on. All those times are local times here in Prague. Check that out wherever you are in the world. This is Group D. And Russia with the highest ranking in FIBA with an 11 ranking, which has slipped over the last few years, but the rebuilding is over for Russia. They come here as a major contender. Latvia and Montenegro with that 27 ranking. Belgium without a ranking, not being in the EuroBasket for 10 years. That will be put right because this team has aspirations to go all the way in this tournament. Just about to get into player introductions with me for this group phase is former Czech national team player Teresa Brantlova. Teresa, what a great start. There's a lot of people in the gym, surprising perhaps, but the organizers have done a great job. And Montenegro, Belgium, what do you think?
I'm very happy to see that loads of people came in to watch this beginning of the exciting EuroBasket Championship. I think, the ambitions of every team is at the highest level, and based on my opinion, I think this championship is very open, as we can see loads of young talent taking a part this year.
It's getting it into the Montenegro lineup. They've been for the last 3 straight EuroBasket Women Championships. So with this particular player, Yana Silovic coming out, she's been here for 3 consecutive championships, vastly experienced. She's going to lead this team in so many ways. And obviously their big dilemma today, though, Teresa, is that they're going against one of the best teams on the inside in this competition. So Angelica Robinson's going to have to really come to play today.
It will be very interesting to see this matchup, and Waters and Angelica Robinson. I think it's going to be exciting to see how they're going to lead their team in the front court.
Well, Montenegro was second in Group C in qualification with a 4-2 record. Italy won that group, and they unfortunately lost the opportunity to be top after a loss to Great Britain in Manchester, which put play to their chances to be in a top group, a winning team. So here's Belgium, first time in a EuroBasket Women since 2007. But what a lineup they have with real NBA all-star talent on the inside and some great experience. 2 players return to this championship. They were here 10 years ago with Ann Wouters, who's a legend, and Marjorie Caplio, the guard. And this team, I think, plays some great ball, and they're excited to be here.
This team definitely have a motivation to succeed in this tournament.
But I don't think some of the things that people have made of this being their first trip to a championship is going to be a factor for this Belgian team with Wouters in the lineup, because she's going to be such a steadying influence. Now we're going to have the national anthems. First we'll have Montenegro, followed by Belgium. And now we've got the national anthem of Belgium.
And now, please say the heat for national anthem of Belgium.
Well, Teresa, you've been there when it's your national anthem playing. It just adds to that excitement and that pressure, the anticipation.
That's just, you know, players realizing how important this tournament it is for them, and it's such an honor to represent the country. So, yeah, that's definitely a special moment for every single player who's able to take part today.
Well, here are the three officials from Romania, Belarus, and Italy: Michel Rossi, Andrei Shapa, and Fabiana Badalan. And as always, three teams take the floor for every one of these games, and the teamwork of those three officials is equally as important as the teamwork for the two teams. Going to get a look at the two rosters in a moment, and this Montenegrin roster, experience is the real word that sums them up. That roster there with a lot of experience, but with some, you know, you players stepping in with the absence of Dublevic.
Yeah, I think that could be a quite big factor, them losing the Jelena Dublevic right before the championship. But let's see how they're gonna cope with it, because as you mentioned earlier, they are quite experienced group as well, with such a leaders in the team. So it's gonna be really exciting to see if they're gonna adjust as a team without the Jelena.
Yeah, you just saw the starting lineup that coach Robert Inguez, the Spanish, much traveled, much experienced coach, has put on the floor, and he's going to have to find a way to deal with this roster for Belgium. Belgium, who have had a up and down preparation for this competition. 3 and 4, they had a big loss to Spain, but ended with a big win over the Netherlands, and obviously highlighted by Meserman and Wouters on the inside. That's a hell of a matchup to try and deal with, and they play some great basketball the way they share it, and they go with that big combination on the inside to start.
They have a great balance as well with the experienced players and young players. And I'm really looking forward to see if they will be able to upset some big teams.
Well, I think you're right. You know, they could be one of the dark horses for this tournament. Maybe a dark horse is not necessarily giving them the credit they deserve, with 2 WNBA All-Stars on the inside. And Wouters has won championships in 6 countries. And Meserman was an All-Star, and 15 points a game on the inside in the WNBA tells you her quality. But they've got some great experience, and as we said at the beginning of the game, Margie Capri was here 10 years ago. Her and Ann Wouters were here last time Belgium were here, and that sort of help we're going to need. Here's the key matchups for the day. Wouters and Robinson are going to go at it on the inside. The trouble for Robinson is she's not only going to go against Wouters, she's going to have to go against Meserman as well.
Right. As you said, definitely the Belgium team is, I would say, stronger under the rim, and it's going to be interesting to see who's going to match up one of these centers from the Montenegro's team as well, and if they're able to defend their strong bit under the rim.
Well, don't forget, let us know what you think via Twitter and Facebook, whatever means of social media you want to use. As for Mastak, the head coach of this Belgian team, what a proud moment it must be for him, not only to bring his country here for the first time in 10 years, but have 2 of his daughters in the lineup. I'm sure the rest of the family's watching this with so much pride as they watch pretty much their large chunk of their family representing their country. Here's Roberto Inguez, the Spanish head coach, recently appointed to this position, and a bit of a departure from Montenegro, going with a foreign coach as such. And be interesting to see what he brings. So much experience of national team and Women's EuroLeague basketball that they're going to really benefit from having his stewardship at the helm. So get on Twitter and use the hashtag EuroBasket Women 2017, and make sure you share your thoughts about this great tournament. And we're moments away from opening tip of day 1. Well, welcome to the Karlovka Arena in Prague. Opening tip, day 1. Montenegro in the red uniform and Belgium in the white. We're on the way. Looks like an easy 2, but they've turned down the layup, and Montenegro will get it into the half court. Jovic will move it on. And not surprising, Skerovic comes back, takes it, looks for the pick and roll action. Deep on the clock, they have to go up, off the glass for two. And where else would they go for their first two? Then Perovanovic, great little move off the glass.
I think we're gonna see this action quite often this game, when it's gonna be cooperation between the guard and center.
Oh, great back cut, Messerman on the quick release, what a finish. Great find, great pass. Messerman at 192 just shows you how quick she is. Great back cut, great execution by Belgium in the half court. Montenegro, same play the other way, and Perovanovic answers with two of her own. And that's mobility and that's execution.
That also shows the confidence of both teams to play these first actions. Incredible.
Messerman comes and hands off, and Belgium in the half court will try and create a little action down low. Messerman comes off and they switch. They find the open three. Way off chance for Skelovic to push. Looks down the floor. And Montenegro will get it into half court. Perovanovic will reverse. They hit the second side. And we've got a foul coming off the screen. And you've got to like the way Montenegro have come out of it. Not tried to slow it down too much. Looked to get some action early in transition.
Yes, absolutely. That's the way, you know, the trend of basketball is to play quick, to run the court up and down, and that's what we can see at the moment from Montenegro.
Jovic gets to Skerovic on the pull-up for two. And she started, as you'd expect, with a lot of confidence. Historically, in these EuroBasket Women tournaments, Montenegro come out first few games and are very, very confident. They move the ball so well. Valdes mid-range, knocks down the two. Pick and pop, Belgium close it to a 4-6 margin. Belgium will extend their defense, trying to make Skerovic work. Now 36, Skerovic, every team's going to try and make it work. She's in great shape though. Has a look what she has in the half court. Perovanovic on the free-throw line is no good. And that's a great sign for Robinson getting active on the glass.
She's a great rebounder, so definitely it's her role to go for that ball, and we will see it a lot this game.
It's going to be real bonus time if they get some work on the offensive boards against this Belgian team. Jovanovic gets it back to the corner. Skerovic, space for the two. Iserman gets it, chance to run here. Kepler gets it to the corner. Oh, people all over her. She knocks it down. And Mestak just gets her feet set, keeps it set on the target, just knocks it down. We're tied at 6. And there's a little bit of football as Caprio gets a left foot involved. Nice atmosphere for an opening game. They're getting the young kids from the schools locally in the gym, generating a little bit of atmosphere. We got a whistle. Blocking foul, and we're on the sideline. Skelovic again comes and finds space. Perovanovic will reverse it. Open three is away and is long. And Caprio gets down and looks to run, but no transition opportunity. Belgium in the half court. Nice tempo.
I'm really pleased to see the aggressivity from both teams in defense.
Well, almost surprised with Van Loo there. Complete miss on the layup, but not repeated by Montenegro going the other way. Jovic finishes the play. It was just so surprising for Van Loo. I don't think she expected to have so much space. Blew the layup. And that's going to be such a tough matchup for Perovanovic. Iserman just gets herself into the lane as we see the replay of that layup. Another example of transition basketball.
Exactly, and I think it's going to be very important for Montenegro's wings to get their contribution into the game, because that could definitely be a step up for them and bring them the advantage in this game.
Iserman will release the pressure, and Caprio comes off the screen, turns the corner, no help. Easy two. And they're so worried about the size on the inside. No one wanted to step off and help. And Belgium tied at 8. Skelevic, foul line jump shot is short. Offensive rebound, no 14-second reset. They go pick and roll. Robinson on the inside, but the option was there, the pass was poor.
I'm such a pleased to see this exciting beginning into the game. You know, I was waiting how both teams gonna show up at the beginning of this game, and seeing them running up and down. That's such promising beginning of this game.
What do you think? It's interesting to see that Robinson has got some touches and got on the board. That's going to be so important.
That's going to be very important because every player needs to feel the ball as well, and especially the big players under the rim, you know, and it's going to make a defense work as well when they're going to put the ball inside. Tough
play. Marjorie Caprio recognized the shot clock was down. Tough move off the penetration. And Belgium get their first lead of the game. They lead it 10-8. He's just so active. 192, gets a feet out, gets in the passing lane. Skelevic, Robinson puts it on the floor. Great first step, is challenged and draws contact. And that's a great sign for Montenegro. It's a tremendous look. Valda's off the dribble. Mazerman came to help, and she's going to get the foul. That's a tough move by Robinson.
Absolutely. She even had the option to pass the ball, but she have decided to take it by herself. Great play from Angelica Robinson.
I think so. Over the last couple of championships, Robinson's been a big factor for Montenegro, and at times perhaps underused. But when you've got the ability to go past down Valdes like that and really take it at Emma Miesemann, then you're going to be an asset for this team. It's just how many minutes that she can put in is going to be a factor here. She makes the first.
Yeah, the championship is long. It takes 1 week, and as you just said, we will see how long she's going to be able to cope with this high performance.
Wow, score's tied at 10. We're halfway through the first. EuroBasket Women 2017 here in Prague. Pressure released by Miesemann. Back turns it over, chance to run. Jovic gets a little traffic and has nowhere to go, but they're going to call the foul. Looks like it's Caplio. And she gets a little too active, should we say, defensively. Picks up a second foul. And Belgium does have a lot of resource coming in. They're very deep. They've got good rotations. Valu will come back after just taking a very brief spell on the bench. Skelevic outside, a little behind the back. Jovic goes inside. Robinson again, blows the layup. She's got to finish plays. Great execution, got to finish.
She's got to finish this. Absolutely. These points can be the key factors by the end of the games. When you have an open layup, you got to score these.
Van Loo into the half court. Miesemann on a pick and pop. Valdes wants a touch underneath, but Robinson does a great job taking the space. All right, moves it on. Valdes gets it deep. They're going to get the pushing foul on Perovanovic, and she's like, no, I didn't. A little bit of teamwork by the officials. The official who makes the call leaves the scene of the call, makes the call on the table. His co-official deals with the communication. Game's not delayed, and we're moving on. Perovanovic is going to sit, and she's going to be replaced by Matulic. And this is where their issues start, isn't it? They're on the inside. They're now very small compared to Belgium.
Right. And Belgium, as well as Montenegro, started the game well with the ball movement on the court. They get involved all the players on the court so far. So
just quality. Miesemann is just quality. Steps out on the three-point line, strokes the two, and Belgium have got options all over the floor. We got a whistle.
As to the play before, it's such hard to defend this player. When she can shoot, she can pull up the jump shot, but she also is strong into the penetration. Such a strong player.
It's a real development for Miesemann. I think they're going to check whether or not there was a three-pointer. It wasn't the last one. Miesemann was definitely over the line. I think it might have been the earliest shot in the corner. It's one of the few occasions in normal play that the officials can go to the replay to check a 2 or a 3. Because obviously the coach needs to know where he sits in the game. In the last 2 minutes, they can review a fair bit more, but A 2 or a 3, pretty easy call. Was a foot on the line, was it not? Well, just picking up what officials looking at. Miesemann, like now playing the 4 in the WNBA, stepping out. That's what she can do. She gives you such range by stepping out and playing inside, as you say.
She's definitely the future of Belgian basketball. It's going to be such exciting to see how she's going to develop her skills even further. And definitely she has the potential to be a legend of Belgian basketball and step up when Ann Waters is going to retire from a big basketball.
That's a great point. What a great opportunity for it and this Belgian team to see the passing of a great player like Wouters, and she's already looking at the player that's going to take on that mantle. And doesn't matter how much talent you have, you've got to learn how to run your team and carry your team, and that's what Wouters has done for years. Skerevich in the half court will get the Robinson pick. Pulls up, fires the 2, is short. That's normally bread and butter for her. She comes up short, chance for Van Loo to run. Belgium in transition. Wouters doesn't like it, so they'll go to Horns. Pick and pop, Miesemann again outside, puts it on the floor. Great second step, what a move.
That's what I just mentioned, you know, that's the type of player she can shoot, she can penetrate, as she just demonstrated. Montenegro definitely have to take care of her.
Well, it's a just great example of what she offers. Steps out, knocks down the long 2, puts it on the floor, takes it to the hoop. Coach Ingwerth takes the timeout. He's got that issue at that spot without Perovanovic on the floor. Maybe he's going to have to play some zone. What do you think he can do?
Absolutely. When you have a player like this, you definitely have to focus on the team defense because, you know, it's such hard to... player can play great one-on-one defense, but obviously the player has many threats and the whole team needs to step up to help and adjust the defense.
We need to be more.
And if you look at their numbers across their qualification round, their talent and their consistency, Belgium was on the inside in the mid-range. Let's find, if you're Montenegro, let's find out if they can shoot the 3. Let's find out if they can make enough threes as long as you box out. But it's so hard in the zone to box out, especially against the talent of Miesemann and Wouters.
Right, absolutely, and you're gonna change the tempo a little bit of the game as well to challenge the opponent team, see if they're able to cope with it, find the right strategy for this game. You know, every game is different, every day is different, and it's gonna be exciting to see if Coach Iniga is gonna follow your advice.
It's not my advice now. That's why he's over there and we're over here.
Right, right.
Skerevich will handle it, a little soft pressure from Belgium. There's one thing English doesn't want to see is a run of points by Belgium because they can score in a hurry. So good early timeout. Great hands. Miesemann's just putting on a clinic. Leads the break, coast to coast, is fouled on the way. And at the moment, in the last 2 minutes, you've just witnessed why she is one of the biggest named players now in world basketball. Miesemann comes up with steal, down the floor, is fouled on the way to the hoop. Look at these hands. Now she's going to handle it. Now she's going to get to the big toss, the contact. All she didn't do was finish the play.
You can see the will from Belgium team to run every time fast break. That, you know, Montenegro has to really take care of the ball because otherwise they're going to get loads of troubles in the transition defense.
Well, Belgium again using the sort of rotation they've often used in their qualification. Wouters sits because they're going to have to look after her minutes. They want to go deep into this tournament. Miesemann completes from the free throw line. 6-point lead now. And Van Loo's up the floor. Extent, they move the ball really, really well. Jovanovic will get it to Skerevich. Off the down screen. Jovic. Robinson again. Jovic gets to the ring, and they're going to call the offensive foul on the screen. And Belgium really feeling some momentum here. They get the offensive foul called. Jovic had the layup, but the screen was illegal. Well, you can see the push, the extension of the arms.
There's no discussion. Players not allowed to do that in defense.
Important moments here, even though we're early in the game. Belgium got a chance to really establish a little bit of ascendancy on the game. There's a whistle. And Jovic is called for the personal. And that means both teams are now in the penalty. And that's a 15 foul for Montenegro. Jovic will sit down. She's going to be replaced by Alexi.
Montenegro really has to manage their fouls as well because their bench is not as strong as the Belgians' bench, so they need to manage it smartly to not get into the foul troubles of the key players.
These last 2 minutes, Belgium pretty much on a 7-0 run. Make that an 8-0 run to lead it 18-10. 3 minutes to go in the first. Nice pass, Robinson inside, outside, feet set for the three. Is long, chance to run. Belgium are at the races, numbers down the floor. Great break, great finish. She blows the layup. Miesemann blots the copybook, Skerovic goes the other way. Belgium really impressing here in the first quarter. Jovanovic will get it back to Skerovic, and she comes off the screen. His feet set, is blocked. Miesemann there has a block on the stat line. Skerovic pulls up, tough two on the baseline, is no good. Robinson can't pull it, and Belgium really in the ascendancy. Mestak, great decision to go down low. And we got a whistle, offensive call, and you saw the hook. Great angle from where we're sitting as well. And Robinson is trying almost single-handedly at the moment just to keep a team in this. There's the offensive foul as Linskens goes baseline.
But we could see again the isolation of the Belgian player under the rim. Montenegro team needs to sort out their team defense a little bit, because there was no one for help from weak side at the moment if the offensive foul hasn't happened.
Roberto Ingres has got some questions to think about as we get towards the end of this first quarter. Belgium defensively are really forcing Montenegro to take some tough shots. It's been a great 3-4 minutes here for Belgium. They lead it 18-10. Anlou, just with that soft extension, just making Skerovic work to get it into the half court. Matzovic outside, will move it on. Belgium really extending their defense. Extra pass, great attack on the closeout. Easy two for Robinson, she just about finishes. Great attack against the closeout. Got a whistle away from the basketball as a holding foul. And again, a little bit more indiscipline by Montenegro.
We can see that Belgium tries to put the pressure on the Montenegro's guards to make it quite difficult for them to cooperate with their big players.
Valdos will come back, Miesemann sits. It's pretty much the rotation that they've used throughout their qualification. Meanwhile, Kim Mestak on the free throw line. Mestak spent some time at Colorado State. 27 now. Knocks down the free throw.
She has also stepped up during the qualifying tournament. She averaged 21 points per game, which is an incredible number for this young player.
She goes 2 for 2 from the line, and Belgium took it over to 20. Re-establish the 8-point lead. 1:40 to go in this first period. Montenegro hanging in there at the moment. Plenty of time for them to try and make some changes in this. Again, the hands, the quick hands by Belgium. A little bit of isolated really at the point. We've got 8 seconds on the possession. Sideline right in front of us. And Matovic will inbound the basketball. Deep on the shot clock, gonna have to fire the three. It's long, Robinson's all over the glass. Great offensive rebound, he just sealed off the defender. Belgium had switched, which meant Robinson had a better matchup, and she just held her space so well.
We could see from Belgium team how focused they are on this player, Angelica Robinson. We could see that when she had a mismatch, all the guards from the side went down to the paint to help for that pass on her.
Robinson, as we say, trying to carry Montenegro at the moment. Only goes 1 for 2. Defensive rebound by Belgium. Lou gets it into the half court. Valdos will reverse it. Quick release on the three. Just sweet as you like from Mestak, no defense. And Ingles just puts his palms up and says, where were you? The scouting report says this kid can score. 23-13, and Belgium moving the ball sweetly. Leksik outside will move it on. And we're going to get a traveler's step through. And that's all about pressure, isn't it?
Yeah, that's absolutely what we mentioned earlier. The Belgian team really keeps up with the pressure on the guards to enable them to focus for their cooperation guard center. And at the moment, it shows that it's a key factor in this quarter.
Well, Van Loo gets it into the half court. The stack down low, gets the Wouters on the baseline cut, goes with a jump hook. Robinson pulls it down, and a chance for Montenegro to get it back to single digits. Robinson rolls, doesn't get a look. And Montenegro get a little lost and a little confused. And the turnover, Alesic. And Belgium will, I assume, try and eke out as much of the 27 seconds there is. There's a 3-4 second differential between the game and the possession. Wouters will step out and reverse the ball. Mestak is fouled, and again there's a breakdown mentally by Montenegro. Poor decision by Vucetic. 2-3 steps outside the three-point line, no need to reach.
No need to reach. I think Montenegro at the moment is waiting for the end of this quarter to try to breathe out a little bit and get back in the second quarter with the strongest mind, being more focused into the game plan, stick to the game plan that they prepared for this game.
Well, Kim Mestak makes the first and goes 2 for 2 from the line. Nice start on Mestak. 5 seconds left. They're going to go with a long three. Robinson comes down with yet another positive stat, but that'll do it for quarter one.
Such exciting first quarter from Team Belgium. As we said prior to the game, they have a high ambition at this tournament, and definitely the first quarter highlighted it, demonstrated that they really are ready to upset some teams and get further in this tournament.
25-13 at the end of one. 70% from the two-point line, 50% from the three. You don't have to say any more. That's why Belgium lead this at the end of one. Well, back inside the arena, this is the start of a massive summer of international basketball, culminating in EuroBasket in 4 countries across Europe, culminating in the finals in Istanbul, Turkey. But this is the story of the first quarter. For me, it's all about Miesemann. Initially, she did every stat line you can think of, inside and outside. And then Kim Mestak could score it from deep.
Definitely, I would say Kim Mestak really stepped up the first quarter, and it's such exciting to see it because they are a threat from every position at the moment.
In terms of the scout, you know, in qualification, 50 points of every game on average came from Miesemann, Wouters and Mestak. And so, like, it's not a complicated thing. It's Montenegro saying if they could find if someone else could score. And at the moment, they know where they're going to score. They're just unable to find a way to force someone else to score.
Yeah. I think they're a little bit surprised as well the way the game goes and started. Definitely Montenegro needs to step up this quarter to stay in the game.
Okay, start of the second quarter. Belgium will have the possession. LA will inbound the basketball. And Julie Van Loo, who had a really nice end to that first guard. Skerevich is going to get called for the foul 7 seconds in to this second quarter.
Far away from the rim.
Yeah.
As you said before, these fouls are quite not reasonable because, you know, it could just put the key players into the foul troubles, and they really have to manage them better.
Well, that'll be Skerevich's second foul. Miesemann outside, back in the game. Leray, Wouters on the inside. Miesemann spins, finds Wouters. Great ball movement. They open it up, move it far from the corner. Is short for the three. But that's tremendous team offense. Skerevich will have a chance to push here for Montenegro. I'd almost be inclined to ask them to slow it down. and spend some time with the ball and stop Belgium running. Here's Setic will move it on. Skerovic, 7 on the possession, easy 2 on the inside, and complete breakdown of defensively by Belgium.
That's why Skerovic is one of the best point guards in the Europe. That pass just showed up like how important she is in this team to lead in assists.
Wouters from the foul line, bread and butter, been doing it for years, and just strokes it.
They're just under fire at the moment. Their percentage is so high. And let's see if they can keep that up whole game.
There's a whistle away from the basketball. Great back screening action by Montenegro. They got it going again. Here's Skerovic is going to make that beautiful little bounce pass. And Popovic gets the easy 2 off the glass. All about the pass, all about the execution. Skerovic is going to have to spend a lot of time with the ball.
Yeah, her IQ definitely is unquestionable, and she will spend most of the time on the floor.
Inbound, long 2 is no good. And Wouters comes down with another positive stat. And Marjorie Capelli is back in. Capelli has it into the half court. Wouters will hand off. And the Belgian team moved the basketball. We got a whistle away from the ball. There's so much. We watched them in practice, and there's so much movement. They do a great job.
Absolutely. It's such exciting to see every team moving the ball well, that everyone's touches, that's such important as well. So whenever it's needed, everyone's ready to step up.
That's a little tough in many ways. Some coaches like the defense by Fusetic, just wouldn't let Wouters cut, and she's entitled to as much space as the living legend that says, whoa, what a block! That's to make a statement. Montenegro could feed off it in transition. Skerovic has it. We've got a whistle on the play. Statement play by Montenegro. They're not lying down for anybody.
No, absolutely not.
Clean, great contest by Jovanovic. Just, Wouters was going up for a layup. Just got told, not in my house. Great ring protection by Montenegro. 27-15. Montenegro have it in the half court. Well, there's no doubting the emotion coming out of the quarter break for Montenegro. Skerovic wide open in the corner. The 3 is short. Just got to start making some shots. Caprio will bring it for Belgium. Somehow it finds its way into the hands of Hannah Mastak. Caprio, Mastak fumbles, has got to put this up, and they're going to call the travel. It's amazing the impact of one emotional play like the block.
Yeah, that's what Montenegro needs. They need those moments to kick them up a little bit, to know that they definitely are able to compete in this game, and we still have loads of minutes ahead, and anything can happen.
Vucic pulls up off the glass, no good. Chance to pull in and run. So they rip the rebound and run. Now they don't like what they have, so Marjorie Caplio will get him into the half court. Caprio trying to come off a Wouters screen. Much better defense here by Montenegro, taking away the option. Turnover, and they had to force it. So Skerovic has a chance to run. Numbers down the floor here for Montenegro. Great early look. Prevanovic goes up and one.
That's those momentums you just talk about. That's what they need. They need these tough shots to make. As their percentage is not as high at the moment, that's what can bring them back to the game.
Well, everybody can play defense. Belgium have to take the timeout. Coach Mastak has seen his team taken out of what they want to run. And we talked earlier on about would Montenegro play physically enough? At the start of this quarter they had.
Yeah. We could see last minute of this, before this timeout, that Belgium stopped doing what they've been doing all first quarter, to pass the ball, to move around a lot. They started to dribble the ball. They had 2 turnovers, and they need to get back to that style what they've started the game with.
Head back, nieuwe actie. Maar niet te veel dribbles hebben we niet nodig. Oké? Okay, we recover, we deny. Okay, if they pass, we recover, we deny. Okay? And Angel, only you stand up, okay? Yeah, when the ball is coming. Okay, when the ball is coming.
Well, that's an interesting stat right there as Coach English finishes that timeout. If you'd have said before the game who was going to score most points in the paint, you'd have probably said Belgium.
I would say Belgium for sure. But you know, to be honest, when I look at both teams, Montenegro, their key factors under the rim. Belgium from all positions. So it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to go within the game in these stats.
And the tone of the timeout there was interesting for me in terms of Coach Mustak just calmed his team, just wanted to talk it through. Let's just remember what got us the lead in the first place. They still lead by 10. Montenegro have just stopped the bleeding. They've now got a little bit of rhythm and momentum in the game. And it's no coincidence, obviously, Perovanovic comes back into the game at the start of the second quarter and they begin to look a better team.
Yeah, absolutely. Montenegro needs another players to step up, not just Angelika Robinson and Škerović.
Valdes has it mid-range, faces up, finds the open corner. Nice screen away from the ball, the three is off. And this is a much better face for Montenegro. Škerović will bring it. Has a look at her options. Robinson will roll. There's nothing there, but gets a touch. Škerović will call for half court. Perovanovic off the screen to center screen. Inside to Perovanovic. Three on the shot clock. Perovanovic far side of the ring for two. Ingves likes it. The young people supporting Montenegro like it too. Belgium challenged for the first time in the game. Nice penetration, easy two off the glass for Delalay. She gets the layup and reestablishes the 10-point lead. No help again. You can see Robinson arriving very, very late.
Yeah, that's what I see at the moment as an area to improve for Team Montenegro is definitely the defense from the weak side. There's been too many penetrations right into the rim with no help from the weak side.
So Škerović a chance to get it back into single digits. Robinson will hand off. Perovanovic, they get Robinson down low. Valdes switches back. Škerović for three. Nothing but string.
That's the needed one. Finally, they need to make some shots from long distance.
Wieseman will reverse. Valdes trying to work hard. Great defensive effort on the inside. Valdes now gets a touch. Goes off the right hand for a tough shot. Had to force it again, and that's been the story of the second quarter. Belgium much more having to force shots. Montenegro doing a really nice job defensively. Škerović gets it out top. Looks for a horn set. Robinson will dive. Robinson open. They don't give it a look though. Great penetration for two. Jovic gets the two. Robinson held the space. Montenegro closes it to 5.
That's a great contribution from this wing, Mujovic, for Team Montenegro.
Tries to get a piece of that. Open in the corner for three is good. Mustak again. He's got her name on that spot. And buried the three. And Škerović trying to spend time with the basketball. Jovic and Robinson play a little 2-on-2, and the option was there, just a misread. So the execution was good, just a little misread at the end of the play. Delarey will step back into the game, and she replaces Anna Mestak.
You know, it's never easy from the player's perspective when you finally hit that three, you feel you're in the game, and at the same time, in a couple seconds later, you receive the same three. That's not easy.
Valdes.
Definitely.
Right hand jump hook is no good, still looking for shots as opposed to letting it come.
I think Jovanovic is doing great defense at the moment, and Waters individual defense, and if she's gonna continue, again, that could bring them some steals, that could bring them some pressure in the defense, what they really need at the moment.
Angelika Robinson called for the offensive foul as Sophie Hendricks gets her first action of the game, and now Valdes will sit. Good move by Coach Mustak. He needs Valdes down the end of the game. He needs Valdes as this game develops. Also, she's getting a little frustrated Not really getting the shot she wants, so let her sit down, let her think about it. Riesemann outside, stops, pops the long two, and again, Belgium looking for points as opposed to letting it come. Skerovic turns down the inside option, that goes back to Pervanovic, one-on-one, decides to turn it down and goes inside out. Jovic on the inside, wraps it, Skerovic, back-to-back threes! Brings her A game, as she always does. Timeout Belgium. Montenegro closing to 4. 3:39 to go in the half. And Skerovic with this for back-to-back threes for the guard. And Montenegro are right back in this.
That's what the great leader is there for. You know, they carry whole team on their back, and this is the moment.
So right now we need to have long
see there
plays.
that she stepped up. She's hit second threes in the row, and definitely they getting back slowly into the game, putting the pressure on the Belgium young team.
In, pass it, back screen into the ball. Ball reversal after this one. We have 4. Okay? Mira, next offense, we play her the game. Take care with the screen because, okay? Smart with the reference because, hey, they are calling all the back screens, okay? Okay? If they play heads out, you leave it. If not, we can go. And now, one time, go back to. One time.
Well, you can feel the difference in the intensity, the momentum, the feel. Coach Mestek identified that there's a momentum swing. His team has got to get that momentum back. Be interesting now, like Montenegro look like they can come out with a zone.
That would be interesting to see if they will come out with it, definitely. But what I wanted to say, Montenegro has so much more experiences with the big tournaments. So the game is not over, not yet.
Oh, definitely not. 2-3 zone is the answer. Little zone trap, back to zone action for Montenegro. Ingles gets a look at what Belgium how they try and deal with it. Van Loo settles for the three, is long, poor decision. Skerovic, chance to run. And they're going to turn it over. And you can see, we don't have to say anything about the reaction.
They know. It was a brilliant defense from Montenegro to steal this ball, try to run a fast break, turning the ball over. Let's wait for another time with this.
Oh, back to the man-to-man. We've got a holding foul away from the ball. Jovanovic looks like she's the person charged with the personal. She's been tremendous in this second quarter.
What I like about her is that she stepped up in that defense. I think that was definitely a momentum of the second quarter when she frustrated and Borders a little bit with that great defense.
Oh, great penetration by Delaray. Just took it down the middle. Great finish with a left hand, little running hook. But you see the difference now, Belgium stepping off. And Robinson on the inside for two completes the little action on the pick and roll.
Great pass from Ivanovic.
Four-point game, 33-29. Messman inside, outside. Wants a touch, doesn't get it. Hendricks with a mid-range two, can't collect. But there'll be a new 14. That did hit the underside of the ring. And Ingles is, we said it before, they're trying to get other people to score. Can't say enough great things about Angelica Robinson's first half. Hendricks will reverse the basketball. Delaray has it, always wants to put it on the floor. Catch and release for Mestek, can't get a drop, and Skelovic just finds angles for passes. Rose goes up, draws contact, and gets a whistle on the play. Didn't stop, did she?
Another quick transition offense from Team Montenegro. That's the way they want to play. Steal the ball in defense, run for fast break, get some easy layups, easy points.
Hendricks come down, they come up empty with the three throws. Great lead pass. Mesdag looks at it, turns down the three. Gives Meserman a chance on the inside. Goes up with a right hand on the hook. Super finish. Catches deep, she's going to score.
Yeah, I think she's fully aware of that. She needs to step up this championship as well, as Anne Borders has her age. And there's going to be moments when she's going to be definitely the leader on the court for the team Belgium.
Pervanovic underneath, going to come back to this side. I think she traveled. She did. You're Sophie Hendricks here, that's what you've got to do. Get into the game, play a lot of defense, make Pervanovic work for everything as she did there. Skerovic is going to sit with 1:29 to go in the half. Tremendous impact in that second quarter. And Van Loo will get it into the half court. Offensive foul. Be interesting, we can talk about this a little. There's been a lot of fouls called on the screens, and there's been a lot of conversation about what is and what isn't a moving screen, and the officials here calling it tight. Teams have got to make that adjustment.
As long as the officials going to stay consistent with it, players can adjust to it. It's always, testing game, the first game, to see what the referees are calling and what not.
Robinson for the easy two. And Mijovic has really done an excellent job as this game has developed. And Skerovic has sat down. She really has taken on some responsibility. Meserman with a quick step to the baseline. Tough looking shot. And Montenegro, as he hit the last minute of the first half. Jovic goes up with a tough one the other way. Van Loo plays great defense. 4-on-2 break for Belgium. Just have to finish the play. Knock down the three. We've got a 38-31 margin. Adela Reyes had a tremendous last 3 minutes.
I was just about to say that Montenegro put the Belgium under the pressure, and Belgium just comes out and hit that three and get back to the game.
Robinson, super move, but can't complete the play, and Belgium will hold for the last shot. Whatever happens, Montenegro found a way to get back into this game, so a momentum moment here, the last possession. Van Loo penetrates. Meserman, foul line jump shot, he's blocked, they're going to call it late. I think it's exactly the right call, but it was so late. Better late than never is my motto on that. If it's the right call, it's the right call regardless.
Exactly. Now it's going to be important. Is she going to make both free throw shots to the changing rooms?
Meserman makes the first. In slow motion, it looked a little bit less contact than in real time. In real time, it looked an absolute foul, but Meserman got to take advantage of this. We've got a 9-point game, and we have English takes the timeout. He still had one. 3 seconds to try and get the last shot of the first half. His team trail 40-31. 3 seconds is a long time to get it from one end to the other. And I wouldn't back against them getting a good shot.
That's a quite high score as well from Team Belgium. 40 points per half is quite a high score, which we could see their percentage of the shot, especially the first quarter, was such a high. Just never easy for the opponent team, to compete against that.
Well, there's a good set of stats there for Montenegro. 3 players with 9-8 points. And as we said during the commentary, Mijovic has really done a really nice job. Meserman, not surprisingly, leads the scorers, and 2 of the 3 top scorers for Belgium in qualification lead their scorers. And Adela Reyes, I really like the energy she's provided off the bench. Penetrates really well, knocked down the 3 on the break. Just shows you the rotations that Belgium have. Skerovic with the replay of the 3 that really did spark. That and that block sparked Montenegro.
Yeah, that was the key factors which brought Montenegro back. Show that pressure. They needed these momentums, definitely, within the first half.
Well, Skerovic is back for the last 3 seconds. Obviously, it's a tough ask, but more than capable. They're going to have to go and try and go long as they can. Mijovic is going to have to put this up herself. Oh, she kicks it off. They're not going to get that away. Once she took the 2 dribbles, the time had gone. But we've reached the half. And in game 1 of EuroBasket Women 2017, Belgium have a 40-31 advantage at the half. Well, these statistics, Treasel, it's only 54% now, it was 70%, but Belgium are good.
Belgium definitely surprised me the way they stepped into the game from the beginning. You can see they want to achieve, they want to succeed during this tournament, and they definitely have a high ambition, and people need to count with them.
It's a nice number for Montenegro, 11 assists, and well, 8 for Belgium is not bad, but 11 assists for Montenegro, and Skerovic has given a demonstration from the point.
Yeah, the key factor is that Montenegro's game is based on the cooperation between guards and centers. You know, they do such a good job finding Angelica Robinson under the rim, attach her defense, and just give her the easy pass. That's what's making their game, and we can see it. We can see it during the first half, and I'm sure we will see it the second half as well.
Well, you got a look here at Skerovic, and that just got guard play because she makes life easy for her teammates.
It must be such a pleasure to play with this high IQ guard who's able to step up at the right moment, who's the right hand of the coach as well, who's able to lead the team carried on her back.
Well, Belgium the other way, especially in the first quarter, but as they moved the ball so well, created shots for each other, and then they had that period in the second quarter where they went looking for shots.
You know, to be honest, I like at the moment Ballot because she stepped up. I think, you know, Caprio was the first point guard. She started the game, but she wasn't as effective as Ballot. She brought that movement into the half court, and I think at the moment she's moving the ball well. She's organizing the group, and you know, surprise for me from her as her performance stepped up.
Well, it's been an interesting comparison, really, with Montenegro having to rely on a little bit of Skerovic creating, and this player, Bozica Mujovic, who really, to me, has been one of the key factors for them getting back in the game, because they can't just rely on Skerovic.
Yeah, and it helps Skerovic as well to get that pressure on her a little bit away of her shoulders, you know. When a guard can step up like this and just go and get some easy layups, that contribution is so needed during the game, especially at the beginning when the team is not in the best start of the game.
I suppose the big question still is, though, how many minutes can Pervanovic and Robinson play? They obviously got a lot of support from Jovanovic in that first half. And can they find a way to stop Miersman?
Yeah, they need to find a way how to stop her. How to stop also Kim Mesdak, you know. She definitely had a great first half of this game. When she hit 2 threes, I think she hit the pull-up jump shot as well, and she's definitely a big contributor to the Belgium team.
And we would normally expect Montenegro to do a better job from the three-point line. If they really do start to knock down shots you'd expect them to make, they have a real shot at this game.
Yeah, you know, that could happen in the game, that you don't have the day from long shots, you know, but they're on the professional level. They still believe they know what they are capable of, and I think that's what they're gonna show the second half of this game for sure.
Well, that's just been a great opening half to EuroBasket Women 2017. As I said during the first half, let us know what you think. Use the hashtag EuroBasket Women 2017 and stay in touch with all the action that goes on here in the Czech Republic. For the next 9 days, you're going to see some of the best women's basketball there is in the world, and players like Emma Mieseman puts on a clinic every single game. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back shortly for the second half. Make sure you join us again shortly to see if Montenegro can overcome the 9-point deficit they have. We'll be back in around 8 minutes for what promises to be a great second half. We'll see you then. Well, welcome back inside the Karlovka Arena in Prague. And we're at half-time of game 1. Group D action, Belgium and Montenegro, 40-31. The Belgians have the lead. There's some of those young, adopted Montenegrin fans, should we call them, who showed up. Good crowd in this for game 1. And Montenegro really struggled in the first quarter, but really turning around with the way they picked their defense up, Teresa.
Yeah, I think they've got a little bit surprised of the intention of the Belgium team, the way they stepped into the game, you know, into this tournament. As you said, I think Škerović had that momentum when she brought the team back into the game, and the aggressivity of the Belgium team didn't help them at all. They first took quite a long time to adjust to it, you know, to know how to play with that pressure on themselves, and it's going to be really exciting to see now second half how they're going to perform against that pressure, because there are no doubts that Belgium's going to keep it up with it.
Well, it's evident at various points. You saw in that first half how important momentum is to teams, and just the one block and the 3 for Škerović just ignited that hold of that Montenegrin team in that first half. But you've still got that worry that how deep are they? Yeah, Iva Perovanovic, excellent in that first half. How many minutes can she go for? Angelica Robinson really did come to play. In the same breath, Miesman's going to put in a big shift in minutes. So the condition of these players day one's going to get tested.
Yeah, this game is absolutely open, and it's promising a really good second half of this game for people to watch, and it's going to be interesting by the end of the game who's going to win this matchup.
Do you see Montenegro using, they went to that little zone trap and zone for just one possession, so Coach Ingrid could have a look. Do you see that potentially being a factor?
And it was effective, actually. That one zone defense was effective. We could see that they stole the ball and had that attempt for the fast break. The thing that they lost the ball over is another, you know, factor, but I think that could be the key factor for them in case they are not able to defend one-on-one and they would have to go back to the zone.
Well, as always, at international basketball, you've got quality players, quality coaches, so the chess match between the two teams. Half-time's one of those moments you expect to see some changes, expect to see some adjustments made. It'll be interesting to see if that zone does become a factor. They've got to take care of the ball. 8 turnovers is a little bit more than they would like as a team, Montenegro, and Belgium really did score points off of those off turnovers. So here we go, third quarter. Jovanovic will inbound the basketball. Škerović will undoubtedly receive it, and we're underway. Third quarter action. First game of FIBA EuroBasket Women 2017 Group D action. Robinson sets the screen and rolls. Little pick and pop. Robinson wide open. Škerović turns it down and buries the 3. Nice tempo, nice execution, great start for Montenegro. Leo gets it into the half court, will take the handoff. Mastak outside on the floor. Bowders tries to get deep, but they stop her getting deep. Now they force it to the post. Bowders goes with a left hook. It's a little hard and gets the front of the ring. Belgium with a 14-second reset. Caprio, very defensive effort off the screen. Caprio turns the corner in the lane, nowhere to go. Finds Mastak's got to put it up. Little runner for 2. Doesn't get the drop. Bowders is on the glass, but Robinson wins that battle. And Škerović will get Montenegro into the half court. Robinson will reverse. And there's the consistency that we were talking about around the screens.
That's exactly what we mentioned before. We know the referee is calling.
I think the problem Robinson is having is she's probably been doing that all year and there's been no call.
Yeah. As a big post movement, she's rolling after the screen, you know. So it's hard, it's a tough decision.
Mastak lines up the 3, is short, not in rhythm. Robinson just winning the battle on the glass at the moment. Pervanovic gets an early touch in transition, goes to the hole. Nice pass to Robinson, who hits the underside, gets her own rebound and can't complete, but Pervanovic will come down with a rebound and Skerovic has it. Lines up the three. Is short. Robinson's everywhere. Comes up with the offensive rebound, fumbles and steps out of bounds, but for all the quirky things that go wrong, what a start to the second half by Angelica Robinson.
Amazing, amazing. You know, to get 3 offensive rebounds as a Montenegro in one offense, that's just an incredible number. Belgium needs to box them out, you know, to keep them off the glass, because we know Angelica is dominant in rebounding, and if they want to succeed under the rim, they need to box her out.
Gabriel will get it off the Valda's handoff. Again, Robinson stops her getting deep in the lane. Now she forces her to the block again. Miesemann outside will move it on. She dives to the lane. Gets it in the mid-post though. Inside, outside. Valda's with a mid-range 2 is off. And again, you've got to credit the inside defensive effort for Montenegro. Skelovic tries to turn the corner. We'll move it on. Great rotation by Mastak. Mastak has had a good offensive production, but came up with some defense there. Jovic and Skerovic combined. Has to step through. Turnover. Chance to run. 4-on-2 break. Just have to make the right decision. And Mastak just mishandles it. Fights for it. And that will be a Belgian basketball. And they came up empty 4-on-2.
Yeah, we can't question the effort they have, but you know, basketball is about efficiency as well. And at this very moment, the high percentage of shooting they've had the first quarter, they need to find it back.
And Valdes will reverse the basketball. Miesemann hits the second side. Oh, they try to skip it to Mastak, finally get it there. Caprio, nice pass. Oh, they blow the layup. It's as though their whole rhythm has changed from that first quarter. Stop and pop on the end of the break for 2. And Jovanovic builds on this great start to the third quarter by Montenegro. They trail 4, 40-36, and it's all their momentum.
Not only she plays great defense on the big players of the Belgium, but now she stood up and also contributed in offense, which is very important.
Miesemann spins, weaves a little magic for 2. And Miesemann on the dribble, on the pull-up, anywhere you want, is just quality.
I'm sure we will see more magic from this young player.
Jovic is fouled as she goes to the hoop. She'll go to the free-throw line, and again, evidence that she could become a real Basička Mujovic here. Has to keep doing this to take the pressure off Skerovic.
Yeah. She showed that from the first minute that she's able to do it. She's there to support Skerovic and get that pressure off her shoulder a little bit. She's probably fully aware of how important is her performance in this championship.
Well, Coach Mastak goes to Delaray, who really did give him Belgium a big energy boost in that second quarter. She checks back in. Van Loo will sit down. Almost looks to me like Van Loo is better when she is just the point guard. When she's out there as the 2, she doesn't seem as effective.
Yeah, some players need to feel that ball in their hands, and she's going to be probably one of those players who needs to feel she can create, she can help her teammates in the court as well and help them make better performance.
Ray outside, puts it on the floor. She's always a danger, always looks to be aggressive. Valdes gets it deep, goes to the baseline, has to come back. Robinson just played great defense. Gabriel gets the offensive rebound and can't complete. But Angelica Robinson is just putting in a shift here. Tremendous defensive effort. Jovanovic will move it on. Jovic. Well, Robinson's deep, great seal. There wasn't a lot of space. You could pick holes in that execution because if it was all tight, but what a seal.
Tackles, experiences. I can see Pervanovic knows about Angelica Robinson. This high-low is so effective, you know, especially when Angelica can make the space under the rim and show exactly where she wants her ball.
Skerovic, great start here for Montenegro. They still trail by 5. But they're the team that has some great hands. Capillo almost comes up with a steal. She's going to get a chance to just lay it up for two and blows it. Oh, there's a few Belgian fans, heads in hands moments there. Ujovic, Robinson. That's a nice pass to the official. The official's got to have his hands up. You know, if you don't have your hands up, you're not going to make the catch.
Yeah, definitely. You know, they're a big part of the game, right? So we could just see that Montenegro definitely counts on them.
Angelica Robinson could have given him a hard time there about missing that catch. It's going to go as a turnover to her for that.
Sure, they're going to have some evaluation by the end of the game.
Pick and roll. Capillo, foul line. He's got to shoot that. Does and knocks it down for two. Almost it was a last option for her. Didn't really want to shoot it, but just looks sweet on that pull-up. And Skelevic will hand it off. It's looking like a genuine two-guard backcourt now for Montenegro. Really feeling each other. Peravanovic goes inside, left hand, great second move. Great finish over Miesemann. Capillo outside, picking up a tempo now. Miesemann tries to go to work on the inside, far side of the ring. If there's any big young players out there, just watch Peravanovic and Miesemann go at it. It's like a demonstration of how to play in the post.
And it's so promising and pleasing to see the young player with this mentality when she basically has no emotional up and down, you know, she just is completely a killer under the rim.
Oh, Robinson again, great block from behind by Valdez, had no space to play. Capillo runs the floor. Mastak for three, on the break is long. Miesemann comes down, no she doesn't, Robinson comes down with it, 3-on-2 the other way. Someone's got to catch a breath. And Peravanovic is that person. Will slow it down, run a little pick and roll action. Robinson settles for the long two. You've got to love Angelica Robinson at the moment. Wow, game one, you're looking at four of the best big players in the competition just matching up. Valdez will move it on. Mestak tries to turn the corner, gets to the foul line, kicks it. Capillo spins, puts it up in the lane, doesn't get the roll. Robinson just pulls down another rebound.
I think at this moment, Delara needs to step up a little bit from Belgium team. You know, you can see that none of the Belgian player has that calmness to their shots at the moment. And
easy two. And Capillo ekes it out to a 7-point lead.
Caprio and Miesemann is at the moment only two players who creating the offense for Belgium.
And there's another offensive foul on the pick. Let's take a look. You've got to question the slap in the face, the contact. The referee didn't call it, so you've got to keep playing. But and then you get the offensive foul, and when you feel it's going against you, it's always going against you.
Caprio is quite known as a player with that energy level. You know, she can just with these actions what we've just seen, you know, easy layup, offensive foul, that's what brings her team back, energy level. You know, she's known for that, and she's now demonstrating by the last two actions that she's doing it at the moment.
Wow, the technical foul for words that were exchanged after that little process is not rewarded with the free throw. So Belgium still have the 7-point advantage. Miesemann going to work down low, goes back to the left shoulder. And comes up empty. Great penetration, tried to wrap the pass round. Didn't have options. Both teams looking a little winded at the moment. Miesemann in transition, at speed. Miesemann goes up in traffic, can't complete, but Belgium will still have the basketball. Miesemann's got to finish that play. In traffic, strong, power through that contact. Couldn't complete, but Montenegro, a great defensive transition. Officials are just going to check something over. While we've got this break, Angelica Robinson, 11 points, 12 rebounds. As a big player at this level, that's a shift.
That's the shift, and players can count on her. You know, they know that she's always going to be at the right spot. She's always going to secure those rebounds. And at the moment, she's a huge contributor for the Montenegro team. And we predicted she's going to be one of the key players, and that's what we're seeing at the moment. Huge factor for Montenegro team.
Well, Peravanovic sits down, and Miesemann sits down, so they almost go like for like in terms of rotations. Inside-outside penetration. And Lou picks it up, can't make the two. Robinson, make that rebound number 13 for Angelica Robinson. Early action on the pick and roll. Robinson to the ring for two. Reward the big man. She runs the floor after getting the rebound. 13 points, 12 rebounds. Yeah. Having a game, dragging her team back in.
If you look at the matchup at the moment, Linskens Robinson, there's a question mark, right? Is Linskens able to defend Angelica Robinson?
Well, they take the three with no time. It's no good. Linskens can't get it. Montenegro have a chance to cut this to a 3 or 4 point game. Sorry, a 3 or a 2 point game. That'll be as close as they have been in a long time. Wouters is going to come back. It was only going to be a short break for Ann Wouters. It's unusual for Miesemann and Wouters to be off the floor at the same time. 48-43. And this is the point you made earlier on, Teresa, that the experience that Montenegro have of playing in these competitions could prove really important come the end of this game.
Yeah. We can see it now minute by minute that, you know, Belgium started to be up and down a little bit in terms of effectiveness at the moment, and Montenegro seems to find their way to stick to their game plan and slowly getting by scoring into the game.
Robinson has it on the baseline, offensive foul, and that's not going to please Angelica Robinson. I think that's going to be foul number 4. She did extend the arm. It's a little touchy-feely, but yeah, she hooked. Good defense by Mastak.
As a third personal foul at the moment.
Wouters back to basket, mid-range, tries to weave a little turnaround jump shot. And that's a bread and butter play for Ann Wouters. She doesn't need to try and out-physical Robinson, just create a little space, knocks down the 2. And for all the emotion and momentum, Belgium still have the 7-point lead. We've got a foul away from the basketball. Always worries me when every player looks at the official and is not sure.
Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, I hope that every young player is watching this championship, watching this game, especially the aspirational centers, because it's just so nice to see this excellence in the position of the centers. 3
from deep is long, and Wouters just owned the rebound, rebounding so far out of her own space. Valu. Wouters will have a chance to reverse it. Back cut doesn't be effective, and the reaching foul, Alexic. The good news for Montenegro here, even though Mastak will go to the free throw line, is that they're 7 down and they're into the rotations. Robinson will probably sit at the start of the 4th, and they're much closer than the last time they were in these rotations. So things are looking good for Montenegro in the 4th quarter. Mastak strokes it from the free throw line. She's only missed 1 this evening, or this afternoon. I think that's 6 from 7 from the free throw line. Nine-point advantage here for Belgium. Montenegro would love to tick this over and close it before the end of the 3rd. Penetration, wraps it, extra pass, wide open. Jovanovic buries the 3 from deep. Jovanovic knocks it down. 6-point game. Belgium looking to get it before the end of the buzzer. It's no good. Defensive rebound is pulled in, and we're set up nicely. A 6-point game at the end of 3, 52-46. Belgium still have the lead, but Montenegro creep ever closer after 3. Three-point shooting, Teresa, is still an issue.
Yeah, it's an issue, but what I can see, definitely Belgium's percentage dropped down, and we could see this quarter that it took off their confidence a little bit, you know, but still the score shows that they're still having that advantage in this game, and they should not panic at the moment.
Well, the trends in games are always a big indicator for me. And Belgium's score per quarter keeps going down. Only 12 points in that third quarter. Whereas Montenegro's fairly consistent.
It's going to be interesting if the time is going to play in favor of Belgium team. If Montenegro has enough time that quarter to go leading this game.
I still blame, I'm not going to, when we look at the stats, we can take off a turnover for Angelica Robinson. So I really believe the referee should have caught the pass. Well, Mieseman's still the big factor for Belgium on the inside. Robinson has just been phenomenal. She's going to have to, looks like if they're going to win this, she's going to have to go the whole second half. Double-double, 14 rebounds at this level. Phenomenal achievement by Robinson. 13 and 14 with still a quarter to go. That's earning your corn. 52-46, start of the fourth. Montenegro with the possession. Great start off the pick and roll. They don't get the drop. Wouters owns the glass. Chance for Belgium to run, but they turn it down. Now Lou will have it in the half court. And Wouters increasingly on that second trowel spot. Messerman needs some space to play. They're just about going to hunt that down. Great effort. Oh, that's... they're going to get the layup. Referee has to stop this. I think she hit her head. Rahman is on the floor holding her head. Lexic gets the two, closes it to a 4-point game.
Said earlier, you know, no matter what's happening on the court, you should not stop playing. Unfortunately, this player's been hit into the head, but Montenegro had that easy layup, you know. It wasn't intentional.
Oh no, there was never a foul, was there, or anything like that, but Rahman, as soon as she, maybe it's a little harsh to say he could have stopped it, she held her head before the possession was controlled, so turnover, another turnover by Belgium. Great start for Montenegro. Robinson settles for the jump shot on the end of the break. We've got a 2-point game. It's so important now for Belgium to not just try and protect what they have. They've got to get back to that free-flowing, up-and-down style from the first quarter. It's tough to do in the fourth, though. Miesemann, look how far she has taken away from the three-point line to set things up. Mestak is fouled as she rips it through. And this is where players have to realize referees are calling this quite tight. Alexic got called for that foul in the third quarter, gets called for it again. And is being told by every one of her teammates as well.
Yeah, players need to adjust to the referee's calls, really. And that's her second foul, the same way, exactly the same way.
Messerman lifts, Wouters ducks, gets it on the inside, should finish, goes to the far side of the ring. And Robinson just a little bit of intimidation on the shot. And Montenegro have a chance to tie or lead, which they haven't done since the first quarter. Offensive foul away from the ball. And what were we just saying? You have to learn to adjust to the referee.
That's not the first call from the referees on that type of screen. You know, you just have to demonstrate how quietly, how calmly you stay in the screen, so you don't give referees to call this offensive foul.
Jovanovic picks up the personal, 8:20 to go. In what's been a great opening game. Oh, that little lateral screen, and Messerman completes the play, wants the foul for the contact on the head, which I have to say, I tend to agree with her. But that little bait, that block-to-box screen's been so productive for Belgium. Messi, when is Skerovic going to come back? Jovanovic will move it on. Alexic has it out top. Takes the ball screen. Extra pass is knocked away, and with 3 on the possession, Montenegro on the sideline. So whistle on the play. So when do you bring Skerovic back? She has 4 fouls. When do you bring her back? I think Coach Ingweth is going to take the timeout. It's not a bad call. He's got all 3 timeouts, and he's got 3 seconds to run a play, and he's still got that decision of when he brings Skerovic back.
Right. Let's listen what he has to say to his team at the moment.
Quite nicely does it in English.
They are calling all fouls. Yes, man. Now from here to the 5. Screen Robinson, okay? And go out. Okay, you, and go out. Milica, from here, attack, okay, this pass. And you from here, okay, bam. Okay, to take this pass, okay? Fake.
And help from the help side.
Well, here are the top scorers as we're listening to this Belgian timeout. We have Misman of 18. Mesdag has the 13, and she had 10 at the half, or 11 at the half. So they've found a way to quieten her down from the perimeter.
I think there's an amazing contribution of Jovanovic in defense. You know, we could see the beginning of the quarter. She stole straight away the first pass, gave the easy layup in the fast break to Montenegro team. She hasn't been seen as much, but she does loads of work with defense for the Montenegro team.
So 3 seconds on the sideline when we come back. We're seeing the last of Robinson's points. So 3 seconds, Robinson will get the inbound. They've got to put this up. Oh, they gave him a 14 because of the shot. That was right. The ball did hit the ring. Leksik has to take the 3, is no good, and they still shot it deep on the shot clock. .7:30 to go. Belgium have the 4-point lead. Wouters will move it on. Mesdag, well, right on cue after being kept quiet for most of the second half so far, just didn't think, gets her feet set, squares it up, knocks it down, and it's back out to a 7-point lead. Vucetic turns the corner, tries to wrap the pass to Robinson, extra pass, Jovanovic answers with the 3. Just under 7 to go. Heavyweight boxer time, toe for toe, 57-53, 6:40 to go. They still go for that lateral screen, block to block. Messerman gets it, now repositions, and Robinson plays a little bit of soccer and kicks the ball away. 6:42, 4-point game, sideline possession for Belgium.
You know, Montenegro knows that they gotta improve, they gotta put the defense of the big players on the top of everything because they're very dangerous.
Mieseman, far side of the ring. Again, Jovanovic didn't do anything crazy, just forced her away from the ring. And this is where your experience tells. Multiple EuroBaskets in the last 3 championships for Montenegro. They've been here before. Jovanovic, back-to-back 3s. No, it's off.
And if you go Mark, you have back Skerovic.
Oh, both of them, though. We have Jovic and Skerovic coming back together. Ivanovic, and they're down 4 with everybody they want on the floor, Montenegro. Ingles has managed his fouls, he's managed his players, so he's now got 6 minutes to win the game with the 5 people he would love to have out on the floor. Mieseman outside the 3-point line will find Wouters. Ball reversal, same action to get Messerman in the post. Oh, they fire up the 3. Maulou is no good. Oh, Mieseman just falls into her hands. Great effort. It's not just about talent. It's not just about how good you are as a player. That's just passion and desire to hunt down this ball and then keep it alive. She has no right to get it. I am not giving up possession. Mieseman has it all.
Yeah, she's fully aware they are very close to beat and upset Montenegro this game.
Mostak comes off the screen, gets to the foul line, little crossover, left hand for two. Beautiful little move.
Great individual action of Kim Mostak.
Skelevic, as Mostak goes on to 18 points. Peravanovic outside, we'll move it on. When's Robinson going to get a touch? Jovanovic, Robinson rolls. Now she wants it, doesn't get it. Peravanovic finds her. Goes up off the glass, blows the two-footer, gets it herself. And just shows you how good she is. Same thing, it's not just about quality, it's about your effort. 17 personal for Robinson, 59-55. Van Loo has it, Uni Van Loo. Wieseman, who gets a touch every time at the moment. Van Loo for three. I don't think that's in the playbook. Skelevic with a chance to close this to a 2 or a 1 point game. An eternity left, still 4:40 in the game. Peravanovic.
You can see Montenegro at the moment is just playing organized game, you know, they know how every basket is very important.
Skelevic in her own time, in her own space. We've got a 2 point game. Belgium take the timeout. It's now about experience, it's now about decisions. And at the moment, Montenegro are making all the good ones. Belgium take the timeout. They lead at 59-57. We have 4:30 to go.
Hey, watch out. Don't take the rhythm out of the game. Because when we have to play 5 on 5 and 5 on 5, we're going to have problems, right? Hey, let's go with our heads, okay? And we play it for but
We
at
never
the end,
did the best. We always push the here, okay? And we had the dribble. We had the dribble aggressive, okay? Bad recovery. Okay, guys? In offense, we have to run sometimes, okay? We have to run. Yes, guys? Fast break. Put the ball to the first post play or transition dribbles. Transition dribbles, okay? Play, hey! Play!
Interesting what Coach Mostak said about don't take the rhythm out of the game. You know, he doesn't want to play 5 on 5 in the half court because Montenegro love playing 5 on 5 in the half court. Be interesting to see if his team have got the confidence to do that for 4:30. If they do that, they've got a chance to win. I think Montenegro wins if they play 5 on 5.
Yeah, it was visible by the end of this moment, you know, that Montenegro, as I mentioned, played quite organized game. And as you said, they have the experience. Belgium can't afford to play 5 on 5 on them. They need to run some fast breaks and easy layup.
Caprio, nowhere to go. Valdez, where else would you put it? Little step back for two. Oh, roll back the years on that play. Off the one leg. Almost Dirk Nowitzki-like. No, it's Am Valdez-like. Little step back off the one leg. When you need it, go to your vet. Jovic gets to the foul line. Nowhere to go. Where does she go? Back to where she should go. To Robinson on the inside. We got a whistle. Delaray picks up her third foul. Trying to help and reach. Montenegro on the baseline. Skelevic will pick and then release. Robinson almost travels, settles for the jump shot, way off. And if she shoots the jump shot, there's not a lot of action on the glass.
Yeah, we've had Peravanovic at the same position as Robinson. No rebounds are there at all, not even from wings.
Wieseman hits the second side again. Bria in the lane for two, sweet move. When you haven't been here for 10 years, you're not gonna mark your reappearance with a loss. Gabriel gets the two, goes to 10 personal on 5 from 8. And after having a little stuttering start, she's been tremendous. Whistle on the play. Neither team anywhere near being in foul trouble in terms of team fouls. Skelevic is on 4. While she stays in the game though, there's always hope. Valdez picks up foul number 2. Skelevic. Skerovic, Robinson seals, doesn't get a look. Jovanovic for three is off. Mieseman pulls down the rebound. Every name you think Belgium would love us to say is being said in this last couple of minutes. Mieseman with a rebound, Wouters with two. Caprio going to the basket. Your experience and your talent comes through down the stretch of the game. Caprio. Mieseman gets it deep. Goes to the left side. Doesn't get the drop, but spends 24 seconds trying to do so. They take a lot of time out of the game. Robinson will reverse it. Which is in traffic. Turnover, a chance for Belgium around 4-on-2 break. And the bounce pass just wasn't good enough, and Pervanovic comes down with it. 19 turnovers for Montenegro.
That was a great run from Belgium, except for that last pass. You know, they're trying to do what coach has said them at the timeout.
Yeah, it's a great observation. They came in the timeout, talked about no 5-on-5. Let's play with the rhythm of the game, and that's what they've tried to do.
But we should not forget the Belgian team is still up to 4 at the moment, up to 5 actually, 6, my bad. You know, still they need to go and try to play faster than the Montenegro. They have the age in their favor. They're a young team. They can run.
Well, the great thing in that last phase is Wouters gets a shot on the inside, Mieseman gets a shot on the inside, Caprio gets a layup, whereas Montenegro took it into traffic, and Belgium are closing this game out. Neither team, as you see, have really been at the races when it comes to three-point shooting.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Iniguez is not happy with that performance in the office for the last 2 possessions from Montenegro. At this stage of the game, you don't want to turn the ball over twice in a row, you know, when you're trying to reach that score and win this game.
Well, that picture tells you everything you need to know. The 2 veterans, the 2 players that were here in 2007 in the EuroBasket Women, Caprio and Wouters, almost finishing the timeout for Coach Mestak. Great atmosphere in the gym. Organized, done a great job getting these young kids plus the Belgian fans in the gym. Still there, 2:13 to go, 6-point game. Mujovic gets it into the half court. Jovanovic finds Pervanovic. Skerovic comes to collect. They've got to go a bit quicker than this. Robinson on the pick. Skerovic, pull up 2, rims in and out. And Mieseman comes down, Helmust has it knocked away. She comes down with the rebound. Trying to put this game away now, Belgium, and manage the last minute and a half. Caprio gets to the foul line. All right, puts it on the floor, finds Wouters. 3 on the shot clock. Caprio with another 2-footer. They have finished this game with inside shot, and layup. They've moved the ball tremendously well. They lead it by 8. They've almost done enough here to ice this.
You don't want to give so much space, the shortest player in the tournament, to leave him wide open under the rim at this stage of the game.
Jovic, extra pass. The 3 is away, has to go, doesn't. Jovanovic gets her own rebound, kicks it. Jovic, Skerovic for 3. Nothing but net. They're never out of it while Skerovic is on the floor. Belgium take the timeout with 1:02 to go. Belgium cut it to 5. It's a 2-possession game. A stop and a score, and this game is still there for Montenegro. Timeout, Belgium, then advance the ball to the front court.
Such a great game, first game of the championship.
Out of bounds. Phantoms, right? Kim, I have you over here. Emma, I have you here. Right? Brian? All right. Great. Emma. All right. I have here right, back screen for Antonia into the corner.
Be aggressive now, from sideline, okay? Be aggressive, without foul, okay, to try to deny, okay, and to press the ball. Yes, okay. And now, we need transition dribble, we need coming, okay? We cannot stop the play.
Well, Coach Ingwerth has got to come up with something defensively now. He's got to get a stop. There's plenty of time in the game, a stop and a score. There's more than enough time. He doesn't need to gamble. Miesemann inside out. Caprillo. They go under the screen. They're going to go under again. Caprillo knows that, feels it. Tries to turn the corner, needs a pass. Mastak has it knocked away. Ball will belong to Montenegro.
Is the Belgians gonna put the pressure on the guards of Montenegro?
Well, you would hope so, and here they are. Up the floor, but a little soft. Gilovic will get it into half court. They've got to go a little quick here to give himself time. Ovic gets to the elbow. Goes lob to Robinson, and one! Robinson delivers again.
Big play from Montenegro, big play.
3-point game with a shot to come. Not a lot of contact, I have to say, but probably the right call because they're a lot closer than we are. Westad picks up foul number 1. Robinson simply has to make it. And she can't make it from the free throw line. It's still a one-possession game, though. Caprillo, guarded by Skelevic. That was a whistle on the play. Pervanovic decided to go after it.
They're trying to cut the offense of Belgium, not give them that rhythm of their offense for the last possession.
Well, they still have one foul to give Montenegro. Got to go after it early. Can't get it in. 5-second call, no, turnover. Montenegro with a chance to tie the game. Pervanovic recovers it. There's bodies everywhere. Now, Miesemann's going to be charged with a foul. I think there could have been 3 fouls before then. All very similar.
What's that good? Miesemann has the 5th foul.
Well, if it wasn't for Miesemann's foul, you'd say perhaps a good foul because the free throws give him a chance to cut it to 1.
But then we can expect the pressure from Montenegro team.
Belgium will be interested to see if Belgium could take the timeout and advance the ball. They still have 1 timeout. Skelevic closes it to 2. Lots of if, buts, and maybes. But the most important thing at this point in time, Skelevic has to make this free throw, which she does. Timeout, Belgium. It's a 1-point game with 14.2 seconds to go. Montenegro still have a foul to give. They can be very aggressive coming out of this timeout. The game is still there for Montenegro. Belgium have thought they've won this game 3 or 4 times, and they have not put it away. 14.2 seconds to go. 65-64, timeout Belgium. Did you foul straight away? Did you steal? Did you go? Or did you send them to the line? So many permutations.
That's the question, yeah. It's going to depend on the strategy of each coach, but definitely Belgium needs to be prepared for that pressure of Montenegro and not to lose the ball.
Hold the ball. Keep the ball. Keep the ball. What's happening? Okay, and everybody's super aggressive. Take care of the back doors. Take care of the back doors. In the opposite side.
Well, there's the rebound numbers. Montenegro, total dominance on the glass. Largely down to Angelica Robinson. I mean, Robinson has 17 rebounds. You don't see that number at EuroBasket Women very often.
No, she has 5 offensive as well, which helps the team to get the second option for the offense.
14.2 seconds to go. Belgium trying to get it in. Just about do so. Caprillo, Skelevic wants to steal it. Someone's got to steal it. No one stole it. It took him a long time to foul. It took him 7 seconds to foul. Skelevic didn't want to foul because she was on her 4th foul. Robinson was late coming out. Now they have to foul. Ingwer still has a timeout. So foul straight away. Unfortunately, though, they fouled Mastak, who's only missed 1 from the line all game. Even if she makes both, they still have a chance to tie.
6 seconds is a lot, you know, in basketball.
And now they do not even need a 3 to tie. Mestek, the free throw line is not her friend at the moment. Makes the second timeout for Montenegro. When they come back, they will have 6 seconds to take this to overtime, or 6 seconds to win it with a 3. Coach Ingves will draw it up. Let's see what he's got. Belgium can't foul now because it will be send them to the line to tie the game. This is only game 1.
Okay.
Such a great advertisement of this tournament, you know. As I said at the beginning, anyone can basically beat anyone this year, and such exciting to see that it should bring people to watch.
You are going to screen here, okay, to look this, and Bosica. You are going to coming up, okay, you are going to coming up, okay, and I want everybody.
Switching and controlling. Switch. Down screens, nothing. Off ball screens, no switch. Ball screens, switch, right? And if we need to make a foul, we do it. It's not on 2 and a 1. It's not on 2 and a 1. Hey, 5.
Well, you heard there's going to be no switch away from the ball. They will switch the ball screens. If you're Montenegro, surely Robinson needs a touch. But then again, if you're Belgium, you know that Robinson needs a touch.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which way the Montenegro go this last possession.
Well, Mijovic was definitely part of Coach Ingves' instructions. Looks like she's going to probably collect this inbound. Robinson at the high post. Here's Mijovic, they're going to switch. Mijovic falls, they're going to get it in, just about get it in. Jovanovic, 5 on the clock. Stolen by Belgium. Game for Belgium, win for Belgium. Game 1 is over. Belgium get the 66-64 win. Welcome back to EuroBasket Women for Belgium. They get the win, 66-64. What a game 1. Well, what an absolutely phenomenal game 1. Great defensive play by Belgium at the end of the game. I think both of these teams will have aspirations to go deep into the tournament. But if Belgium can find a way to keep that momentum and rhythm to their game, they could go very, very deep. Montenegro, with Robinson playing that well, are a tough nut to crack. They go to the young school children of Prague, who've just taken them on board for this game. Belgium get the win. Great atmosphere. Game day 1, first game, and we've had a great one. Full-time stats, Teresa. Okay, there's been some bad three-point shooting, but what a game of basketball.
Yeah, the huge difference, I think, just in the rebounding, definitely. I think we will see it right now. 10 rebounds more, that's a huge difference, and that's what makes the game differences usually. You know, in this close game, 10 rebounds, I see it as a key factor of this game.
Well, it enabled Montenegro to stay in it with those with the 10 boards. It enabled them to stay tight and give themselves a chance to win. Here's the game leaders, with Mesdag with 19. Messerman had 7 boards, but look at Robinson's numbers. 19-17, carried the team almost single-handedly. And Cabriol had the 4 steals, none more important than the one at the end of the game. And Belgium get out of jail almost. They led most of the game and managed to get the win.
I think it's well-deserved winner. You know, they went for this win since first minute of this game. They just set up the rhythm of the game as well, even though they've had a couple of ups and downs. But by the end, for this young team to see that they keep that cold hat and go to the end of the game and bring the game to the winning end, it's such a great, promising start to the tournament.
Well, there's one of the plays of Wouters when Belgium eked out a bit of advantage deep in the game. Tremendous performance by Wouters. Even though she struggled at times in the game, you know your veteran's going to come through at the end of the game. Jovic was good at both ends, hits the 3 on that one, but defensively she was phenomenal. And somehow Belgium managed to overcome that 10-year absence from a EuroBasket tournament, get the win, and that's going to really make them confident going forward.
Absolutely, as we said in the beginning, we have to count with this team. You mentioned we will see them probably deep in the tournament, and it's going to be such interesting to see how far they can come this year.
Well, with Meerzaman playing so well and so consistently, they've always got someone to go to. Estek and gives them that perimeter threat.
But we should not forget also Kim Mastad. She contributed such well as well. She gave that threat from outside of the perimeter, you know. The balance between the bigs and smalls. Just such promising start to this tournament.
So a tremendous opening game. Skerovic, in spite of her foul trouble, really did do what she's done for year after year for Montenegro. Led from the front, great control. Perovanovic also contributed significantly, and everyone that Montenegro needed to play played. Robinson was just phenomenal. The top 3 teams will have the chance to advance. The winner of the group will go straight through to the quarterfinals. The next 2 teams, second and third teams, will play off against the other 2 teams in this group, in these 2 groups, for also to advance. So it's still game on for every team. Nothing was going to be decided or won on game day 1, but what it does is it sends a message across the tournament about who is a contender. And Belgium, they sneaked the win in the end, but looked like they could be a contender. With Messerman playing like this, anything's possible. The bigs of this group are going to be really tested because Russia's in this group, which are very big, so it's going to be a tough old ask for anyone on the inside to be productive. And that's why it's so important that Belgium got that balanced scoring. So that's game day, that's game 1 over. If you can cope with 3 more games, we're going to be here for the whole day. We'll be back shortly for Russia's appearance in this tournament. And they will be the next game up. So we'll join you again for that. As quite fittingly as we say goodbye to you for the moment from Prague, Angelika Robinson is in picture scoring. Great game, tremendous performance, great advert for the EuroBasket women. But Belgium get the win, 66-64. And we'll be back for game 2 shortly. We'll see you then.
A teďka si to ještě.